Welcome to another video on Patreon on my crackhead update. I met this lady out at Walmart, and these people just walk up and start conversation with you. I was looking at a laptop. I want to get me one for my Christmas present. And she walked up and started talking to me about computers. And then she said, I'm trying to make some money. I say, so am I. She looked at me, she said, you's a man. You should have some money. I say, what happened to equality? Equal rights, remember? You's a woman. You should have some money. She said, I bet you have a hard time picking up women. I said, I bet I don't. I said, there's plenty more just like you. I said, they got some who got common sense. You looking for some money? I said, it's a bank here in Walmart. You need to go over there and talk to them. That's where the money is at. And she said, no, man, I'm trying to hit a lick. I said, well, so am I. We both trying to hit a lick. And one word led to another one. And she got a little bit too fly. So as usual, I had to politely curse her fat ass out. I had to tell her, lady, there's nobody gonna give you no money but a simp. You ain't bringing nothing to the table but sex. You can get that anywhere. You can get that without even trying. Homeless people got old ladies, so that ain't no big fucking deal. She huffed and puffed and walked her stinking ass off. That's my crackhead update. Y'all know what it is. Get your motherfucking shanks out. And let's get ready to ride, y'all. Let's ride. I had one subscriber on my YouTube channel. No, on this channel. He asked me to talk about prison rides. I've been fortunate enough to be housed at prisons that house old guys, except the Pulaski unit. So a lot of young guys there. And but at a prison that houses older inmates, it's not going to be a ride. Most people stay out of the way. They work things out among themselves. Oh, you're going to see a fight. You're going to see a stabbing here and there. Occasionally somebody going to get killed. Because you got people from all walks of life, high testosterone, sex-deprived males in one spot. You're going to have a lot of fucking problems. You know, you lucky they don't have a murder every day. The reason men don't have a murder every day, because they stay out of each other's way. If you don't particularly like a guy, you ain't got to deal with him. You'll see guys on the rec yard, he don't deal with this guy. So he don't have nothing to do with him in the day room. Now it's different if he's in your cell. Majority of the time, two cell partners don't get along. They come to agreement before it's fisticuffs or stabbing in that cell, or to go to the administration and get split up. But most of the riots in the Texas prison is going to be at prisons that house predominantly young guys. Now, they have them all the time. They are young guys. The older guys, a lot of them, they've been to those youngster prisons, and they done graduated, and now they house with the big boys. And most of the prisons that house old guys are laid back. They are laid back. They ain't all that bullshit drama all the time. But most of these guys been locked up a long fucking time, so they trying to do the time easy as possible to be in a hard situation. They don't want to make their bed harder than what it is. So I have seen riots at Eastham. Back in '81, they had tents. Texas prison had got so overcrowded. They had inmates living in tents. So they came up with the wise idea to burn the tents up. That's when they still had the inmate guards. Now, all the inmate guards ran out there, man, and they brutalized those guys, man. I'm talking about brutalizing. Back in the day, you wasn't even going to think about a riot. They had inmate guards, and they can deal with your ass way better than what these correctional officers can. You know, correctional officer, he gonna come and negotiate. Inmate guards didn't do no negotiation. When they run up, when they ride batons and axe handles and water holes with lead in it, brass knuckles, shanks, they finna get right on your ass. Ain't gonna be no damn talking and negotiating. They ain't gonna ask about no surrender. There's no gonna be no surrender. Everybody gonna get an ass whooping. Everybody. You know, that's why Texas prison didn't have no games. There wasn't no games back then at that time. It might have been some undercover shit where guys made a little pact, hey man, if something jump, I'm gonna go down with you. But just having an outright game, that wasn't happening. Because the inmate guards had informers who worked for them. Inmates who worked for them. It's hard in hell to fool a lot of fucking convicts. You can fool these guards. You couldn't fool them. He think the same way you fucking think. Or he might know something about you. He might have worked in the fields or worked in the laundry wheel. He listening to how you talk, what you think, how you think. So when you and the guy over there talking, he can use reasonable deduction and figure out basically what that conversation is by the type of person you is and the type of person that you talking to. So it wasn't all that bullshit. You had to really watch who the fuck you talk to, or you would get your fucking head busted wide fucking open. It's gonna be a little comical today. I want to talk about a lot of the guys with the prison nicknames I've met down through the years. Shot the House. What kind of fucking name is that? That was his name, Shot the House. Now, after I was released in Austin, I was on the city bus one day on my way home, and look on the bus, there Shot the House is. Me and him talked, and he had plenty of fucking money. Man, he was dressed to kill. Shot the motherfucking house. Now, he called me from Travis County Jail. He done got arrested. He was living at his sister's house because he got a lot of money. And his little niece, he was having sex with his little niece. Something happened about the money, and she told his sister. She reported him to the cops, and they locked him up. He already had a life sentence, so he know he got a parole violation coming. You know, he called me from the county jail. Man, there's nothing I can do for you, dude. He thought it was like it's funny. He don't give a shit about going back to prison because he like fat butt boys in prison because he got plenty of money and plenty of commissary. So all the fucking homosexuals in prison gonna flock toward him. It just like needy fucking whores out here on the street. They want a guy with some fucking money. And they'd work the same goddamn way because Texas prison don't give you a damn thing. And I looked him up because he was on dialysis. I looked him up on Texas prison search. I didn't find him. I don't know, he maybe died in prison because a lot of guys on dialysis, they die. And it's limited on what prison they can send you to when you're on dialysis. It's only 2 prisons you can go to. One is the Estelle unit in Huntsville, and the other one is out in Lubbock, Texas. You got to be at one of those units. That's the only place they got dialysis. Now, I don't ever know what's the outcome on him. Then Oogum Boogum. Now, he was like a Fleece Johnson. Guys on the internet, on YouTube, probably seen this hell of a booty bandit they call Fleece Johnson. Now, this guy is in that same category. He's a well-known booty bandit. He was at the Ramsey unit with me. Oogum Boogum. And Frog. With a guy named Frog, you know he basically got eyes. He got frog features. Trail Boss. I met him at Eastham. He was a hell of a booty bandit. Trail Boss. And I met so many guys with fucked up nicknames. A lot of them got that same character as their nickname. And my old lady, she practiced Muay Thai, and she hurt her fucking knee. And I gotta take her to the clinic. But you can't go to a hospital right now because they not accepting pay. You got to be almost dead to get inside of a hospital in Dallas. They worry about COVID-19 patients. They ain't accepting nobody. And she got Blue Cross uh, Blue Shield insurance, they still won't accept it. If you're not almost dead, they ain't got nothing. They don't want you there. So they got plenty of clinics. So I got to drive her to a fucking clinic. She sparring with this guy and hurt her fucking knee some kind of way. And oh Lord, everybody loves oh Lord. And but you might like hearing about oh Lord. But I can guarantee you one fucking thing. If you was in a Texas prison and you had to work under this man, you wouldn't love him so goddamn much. Because he's an unpredictable character. And he's at his best when he's not drunk. That's when he's extremely fucking dangerous. If he's drunk sitting up there on that horse, he good to go. He be singing to himself. He ain't even giving a shit about no inmates. Because he know for a fact, everybody know that this man will send your ass to the morgue. Everybody know that. And so he didn't have that much trouble out of no fucking inmates. We'd work all day. And sometimes he don't say one fucking word the whole fucking time. Don't say nothing. You know, I would be back there by him. Me and the water boys are the only person that could get close to this man. And occasionally, he'll say something to me. Because I guess he just lonesome. And, you know, you talk to him when he speak to you. You don't walk up and just start no damn conversation on him trying to get cool with him. The man been working in prison since the 1920s. He know all the tricks you trying to get out of work by starting a conversation with him. That wasn't going to fly with him. So we had this guy came. He was from Fort Worth. And they put him in one hole with us. I don't know, he might have pissed Red Ryder off because he normally put hardcore guys in one hole. And they mostly be big dudes. I was in one hole because I was a habitual fucked up and I was transferred there from East End. So in order to try to break me to make my day hard, they put me in one hole where all the hard-working motherfuckers is to try to break me down. Well, they put this guy in one hole. You know, and he was on the cell block with me. They try to keep all work squads living in the same area, same housing unit. And on a particular cell block I lived on, it housed one hole. And I heard the inmate guards talking to him, so I found out he worked in one hole. So a couple of guys was talking to him, trying to keep from getting his ass killed. Guys say, hey man, we don't know if you've been to prison before or not, but you in one hole with us. Man, we got a motherfucking field boss. They call old Lord. You got to handle him with TLC. Don't let this old white man fool you. He will shoot the goddamn hell out of you. You think he talking shit. They told him, say, if he talk shit to you, that's your lucky day. If he don't just come up, knock you and hit you in your fucking head with an axe handle or take that whip and beat the fucking hell out of you, you a lucky man if that don't happen. So guys try to explain to him, don't call him old Lord. His name is Mac Adams. Don't say Officer Mac Adams or Boss Mac Adams. You say old Lord. Don't call him nothing else. And we went to work that morning, and this guy's I think he's his second time in prison. He had been at the Central Unit before. I think he had a 5-year sentence. Now he's got life. And we was chopping cotton. We all get off the trailers, get our work tools, and we take out to the cotton field. We moving fast as hell. And they all catching their roll. I'm a striker. I walks behind the work squad and help the guys that's behind, or if they leave something, it was my job to go clean it up. Also, he didn't allow you to roll no fucking cigarette. Back then, they gave, in Texas prison, they gave all inmates tobacco. It was called Bull Durham. It was in a little white cloth bag about that big. If you didn't have money, you could go get Bull Durham and smoke it. He didn't allow you to roll no fucking cigarette. You got to hand your cigarette to me, your tobacco to me, and I'll roll your cigarette and hand it back to you. He didn't want, you couldn't be stopping working, rolling no goddamn cigarette. He would tell you, you should have rolled that goddamn cigarette before you came to work. If you wanted to smoke, you had to say, oh Lord, lighten it up. You might go ahead, nigga. You light your fucking cigarette. If you just light it without asking him, He gonna put that whip on your fucking ass. Anyway, we was working and this guy, you know, he didn't work out in the county jail. He ain't been out in the sun. That fucking sun is hot than a motherfucker. And man, we ain't even worked fucking 45 minutes. He already out of gas. Man, and we gotta work to 5 o'clock in the fucking evening. You ain't seen shit. We going in at 12, we coming back out at 1, and we gonna work to 5 o'clock in the evening. I'm talking about work, not no motherfucking bullshit. You gonna work with this fucking man. About 15 minutes before it's time to go in, he'll give you a break. Because he know you done put in a full day's work. Well, anyway, he working, he falling behind. We chopping cotton. So I'd come up, I'd say, hey man, go on up, catch up with him. And I got to keep catching him up. Just this, for this particular time, he was behind, and old Lloyd was sitting on his rope, on his horse. So I go back there to help him. Old Lloyd tells me, say, oh nigga Lee, don't help that fucking nigga no more. Yes, he says, say old funny looking nigga, where you from, nigga? He got your card. He already know. He got a picture of your card, what crime you committed, how much time you got it. He got it right there. Got all our pictures with a rubber band around it. He already done read it. He know who you is. He just seeing what your type of attitude you got. He said, boss, I'm from Fort Worth. He said, you don't call me no fucking boss. You call me old Lord, nigga. If I got to tell you the second time, I'm going to put this motherfucking 8-plat on your ass. That's a long ass fucking whip he carry. He said, I'm going to put this 8-plat on your ass, nigga. You better go to moving. Get motivated, nigga. Go to moving. So he chopping real fast, cutting down all the goddamn cotton. Old Lord said, damn, nigga, you cut down all my motherfucking cotton. You know, Lee got to keep helping your ass. He said, nigga, they going to fuck you this evening in that fucking bathhouse. He said, you got that coming. You better get you a motherfucking husband, because you going to get fucked today. He said, and that's how we found out what he was in prison for. He said, and that woman you raped over in Fort Worth, you going to get raped. He said, I guarantee it's going to happen. He said, these old boys, he ain't one hoe, they love to fuck fat butt boys. And you got a fat booty on you, you black son of a bitch, and old Lord ain't going to save you. He said, catch up with that goddamn squad. Get motivated, motherfucker. Get to moving, get to moving. He chopping and steady cutting down the cotton. Oh Lord took that motherfucking whip out and hit him across his motherfucking back. That son of a bitch scooted all over in another work squad, holding his goddamn back, rolling on the ground. I know it. I know that whip hurt like a son of a bitch. I mean, this motherfucker cuts your fucking shirt open. You're gonna be bleeding when he hits you with it. Man, this dude squirming all on the motherfucking ground. The major, a Red Rider, he ride up. He asked him, say, oh Lord, what that nigga do? He said, that sorry ass nigga won't work. You better get his ass out of one hole before I kill him. He said, get him out of here, cause I'm gonna kill that son of a bitch. So the major didn't want this fool to get shot. So he took him and put him with another work squad. And I'm pissed off. That means I gotta take his fucking cotton rope and I gotta do his goddamn work. Until we make it to the end, then I go back to my regular position. We'll just count one less rope. But you know, oh Lord was a son of a bitch. Really, if you could work and you in top physical shape, you didn't have no problem out of this fucking man. All he wants you to do is to work. And work you was gonna do if you was in that fucking squad. When we got in, the hard part, when we got in, that guy couldn't handle it, man. We went in for lunch. He went and got one of those leather scalpels, sharp ass fucking leather knives, started at his fucking wrist, and cut his arm all the way open to the elbow and did the other arm the same fucking way. He said, fuck this shit. I'm not going to make it here. So they sent him, back then they would bandage you up and take you to the Walls unit. They had what they called a treatment center at the Wall unit. It was a psych unit. They would send you there and put you on Be Cool pills. You're going to get some type of psychotropic medication. You got that coming. If you ain't gonna go over there with the bullshit, you don't want to take the medicine, they're gonna wrestle you down and inject it in your ass. They're gonna give you a shot, it's gonna last 30 fucking days. So I ain't never seen him after that. I don't know what the fuck happened to him, because that was so fucking long ago. I didn't even try to look him up in the prison system. I didn't find him, so he probably done got released. Okay, I hope you all my patrons enjoy the content on Patreon. Pass the word around that I got a hell of a fucking channel. Keep your motherfucking shanks ready. Cause these fools got another check today. They got the disability checks today. They got plenty fucking money and they moving around and they gonna act the goddamn fool and we gonna act the goddamn fool with them. You ain't gotta like and subscribe this, but hey, hit me up in the comments on what type of content you want to hear and I see what I can do with it. I got a lot of other people in rotation. Y'all have a nice day and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.